between what it was probably, just 5 years ago compared to what it is today, between the hits, between the fines, between, everything that he's stepped in and done. I understand. I'm 100% for the players and their safety and, all that. But when it comes down to it, the NFL is, it's a physical league. It's the bottom line. You're hitting people every single play of the game. Something's going to happen. Like I said, I'm also all for player safety. But as far as the fines go, I think it's getting a little bit too much. Whether it's the money, just the fact that the suspensions, some of these hits aren't. I mean, you're gonna happen to have helmet hits. You're gonna have, quote unquote, the Tom Brady hits. It's gonna happen. Like I said, I'm all for player safety. I just believe it's getting a little bit too much. As a fan, I enjoy watching the game because, it's not soccer. It's not baseball. It's not basketball.
Right.
It's a physical game. It's bottom line, it's the reason why I'm watching.
I think their intent is good, but they're putting way too, and you're talking about the fines, but I think they're even putting too much of a burden on the referees. Anything that looks like it may have been a vicious head-to-head hit,
absolutely,
they're immediately flagging it, and it's 15 yards, and that's a huge deal in an NFL game.
Absolutely, it changes the tempo of the game. I mean, they're getting to the point where the referees now, they're going to be checking for symptoms of concussions and all this sort of stuff. I mean, not for nothing, they're not medical doctors, they're referees.
Right.
But let them referee the game. If there's an issue with that, you have medical staff on your team that should be in charge of that sort of stuff.
I think if they're so worried about it, then you make a borderline, this will be real unpopular opinion here, but if it's a borderline what looks like a helmet hit, use instant replay.
Absolutely.
And decide if you want to penalize it.
You're using it for everything.
You're asking these humans watching guys go full speed at one another to determine was it helmet? Was it just an inch below the helmet?
Not to mention when you talk about a helpless player, that's very that can mean one thing to me and another thing to you.
That's very subjective.
The other day I was watching a game, I can't recall which game it was, but the quarterback was, it might have even been a college game, the quarterback was running with the ball. He was about 10 yards down the field, and he got hit helmet to helmet, but he lowered his head, and luckily the ref didn't call it, but the commentators who were calling the game were outraged that there was a helmet-to-helmet hit on the quarterback, and it wasn't called. And I'm sitting there, like, are you serious right now? You're really talking about this? He's a running back, he's an offensive player, and he put his head down, and he got hit in the head.
Yeah.
I mean, you're taking the same risk. Once you get past that line of scrimmage, you're taking the same risk as your tight end, as your running back.
You're no longer a defensive player.
You're going to get hit. You're taking that risk. If you slide, if something happens after that, that's.
Talk to a guy like Warren Sapp and ask him his opinion of how these receivers are going over the middle these days.
Exactly. Somebody, put a shot out there.
Oh, good rant.
Good stuff, Sean. Thanks, man.